Howdy. Howdy, 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 howdy. Welcome back to Bulba ASMR. Got a quicker video here for you guys today. This is just a Prismatic booster bundle. This is some of the only Prismatic I've ever opened. I had one other booster bundle that I opened off camera a little while ago, and I didn't really get anything, but I was pretty happy to have my first opening of this kind of iconic set. I wouldn't be surprised if this was some of the last set that I opened, at least for a while. I am not entirely bought into the hype of the set just because the kind of terrestrialized forms of the evolutions are not my biggest cup of tea. But I will admit there are definitely some very cool cards you can get from this set. I think I really like the Leafeon SR and the Jolteon one. The other ones aren't my favorite. I think the Vaporeon one's pretty cool. And obviously the Umbreon is iconic. It's not my favorite Umbreon card of all time. Not even close, but obviously it's very valuable. And sort of iconic, like I said. So yeah. I know it has been quite some time since I've uploaded. This is actually the second video I'm filming today, and I'm not so sure if I'll post this or the other Pokemon opening first. So it maybe if not has been as long, depending on when you're watching this, and depending on what I upload in what order. But yeah, let's get into these 6-packs. How has your week been going? Mine has been pretty good. I heard back from a few jobs that I have applied to that I am pretty excited to hear back from. I'm kind of in the middle of trying to leave my current job, so we're putting out the applications and trying to get some interviews going. Sneasel, Hippopotas, Fluttermane. I'm not really familiar with all that many of the newer, ancient and future Pokemon. I guess the Paradox Pokemon. But yeah, it's good to get some responses on some job applications, just because in my field it can get the hollow fire energy there. It can take some time to hear back, even if you apply to a bunch of jobs. It's a cute Slowpoke. So I'm, just trying to hold out. I got an Eevee, Screamtail, Ogre's Mask, Baneri, Pokeball, a Roto Stick, and an Iron Boulder. I don't think I was on the lookout for Pokeballs with these last ones, but yeah, neither of them were. Kind of forgot about Pokeballs and Master Balls in this set. I think it's a cool concept. It adds a little bit of variety, but I also think it makes collecting a little bit more intense. Obviously, if you're someone who likes to go for master sets and everything like that, having 4 variations rescue board. A lot of trainers and support cards in this one. Great Tusk, a Low Bunny, Master Ball, and an Iron Thorns EX. Not a bad pack by any means. Low Bunny pose is very powerful. I just kind of sleeve everything that I think I'll end up putting in. It's kind of a cool pair to have, actually. I just kind of end up sleeving everything that I think I may put in a binder. Although I'm not sure, like I said, how much Prismatic I'm really trying to collect. I definitely kind of trade some of these cards if anyone needs, anyone I know needs Pokeballs or Master Balls or anything like that. And then I, as I've said before, kind of have this idea that I'll end up playing the game, and I think EX cards are probably an important part of that. So I have a binder that I think it has cards that are good candidates for decks if I ever get around to trying to play and building a deck. So Aromatease, Noibat, Black Belts Trainee, Slowpoke, Shaman, underrated, Bug Catching Set, Briar, Furfro, Carmine, and a Glaceon Hollow. This is the same art as a different set, I can't remember which one. 2 packs to go. I wonder if anyone actually uses those code cards that I show, which is kind of how, because I've seen people on YouTube also kind of try to share the love that way. But obviously, as a tiny creator, I'm not sure if anyone actually uses them. Techno Radar, another Pokeball there. Earthen Vessel, and the Noctowl. So, we got one more Pokeball. And we got one more pack. And I saved, I think there was another pack art. That was this one, but I wanted to save an Umbreon Espeon for last. It's kind of funny, I can never really choose my favorite evolution, because as a pair, Umbreon and Espeon are by far the coolest. I once saw a flash tattoo that was Umbreon and Espeon, and I always kind of wanted to go back and get that tattoo. Although I don't know if that's really off-center for a bro. They're really my favorites enough to actually constitute a tattoo for that, but I always thought it was a really cool tattoo. So as a duo, it's those two. Oh wow. We pulled the Espeon and the Espeon pack art. Oh my god. I know some of you who care might hate me. Because this is my second booster bundle. This is my 12th pack of Prismatic evolutions, literally ever. And we just pulled the Espeon. I don't think, what am I saying? I'm at a loss. I don't think that I mentioned Espeon at the beginning of the video. That's what I'm trying to say. But I actually didn't remember this art. This is one of the cooler looking ones. Maybe I do like these arts a little bit better than I might expect. I think this is my first time seeing one in person. Wow. Wow. I am a fan of the rainbow borders for everything I've said. All the kind of wishy-washy opinion for the actual terrestrial ground kind of thing. I do like the rainbow border on the cards themselves. Wow. Okay. That is extremely cool. That is one of my better hits in a while. Although I did get pretty lucky with the Chinese set. I also got that Captain Pikachu full art, which was my chase in that set, and I really like that card. But yeah, this was quite the surprise, and I might have to be a hypocrite and start collecting some more Prismatic, because that was exciting. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it relaxed you. And yeah, I think I may end up posting this one first, just for the flex. And yeah, my next video should be a non-Pokemon video. You kind of branch out and do something a little different than just openings. And then I will upload that Charizard UPC video, or SPC video, a little bit later in the future. But I would like to start to be a little more consistent, so hopefully you see more of me soon. Hopefully I get to interact with some of you guys in the comments, and yeah, I hope you guys have a really good day, a really good night, wherever you are, and until next time,